But as Councilman Ball, you just send notification, please.
Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for this day. Baby, we have received it for Father, we ask you just to touch our minds, our hearts, our souls. Father, we ask you to let everything be done for the city and this in order. And Father, we give you glory, honor, and praise in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you, Councilman Ball, for that prayer. Council members, we have opportunity to review your meeting minutes. Any questions about the minutes as presented to you today? There are no questions about the meeting minutes. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Any opposed? Depending to the ayes have it, motion carries. Item number one on new business, we have to designate according to the Alabama state law, state constitution, we have to designate a qualified person to file the voters list with the clerk. And I'm gonna turn over Ms. Daniki, who is that, who we normally do our clerk, or it would be the mayor if they wasn't in the race. And because I'm in the race, the
City council has
to appoint someone, and typically we appoint the city manager / city clerk to do that role and responsibility. So that would be Ms. Daniki McCall. So can I get a motion on the floor to make Ms. Daniki McCall the qualifying person to file the qualified voters list as Ms. Daniki McCall, the city clerk? There's a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Not, all those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Any opposed? Being the chair, ayes have it, the motion carries. The second item we have is our absentee managers pay. Turn that over to Ms. Daniki as well.
typically every city pays additional pay for handling absentee ballots. For the last 3 elections, it's been $50 a day. So if no ballots come in that day, you don't get paid. So that's it.
All right. Is there any objection to keeping the amount at $50 per day for any ballots that come in for absentee? If they're not, then
I got a question.
Yes.
When they do come in, so what all they have to do? Just take it in and
For absentee ballots, you can only bring your own absentee ballot application in. And if I receive a ballot for somebody else, just like if your mom, say for instance, do an absentee, you can't bring it back in. It has to come in and mail it out, mail the ballot out in the mail. Only person can touch your ballot is you.
All right, is there a motion on the floor to keep the absentee managers paid at $50 per day? The motion, is there a second?
I second that motion.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Independent chair, ayes have it, and the motion carries. Item number 3, resolution for each officer not elected without opposition. So we have a resolution here, so we do have one office, or one district, that is District 1, that does not have any opposition. It says, whereas sections 1146.20 through 1146.73 of the Alabama Code of 1975, as amended, provide for and regulate general, special elections in cities and towns of this state, except those cities and towns in which have a permission form of government. And whereas section 1146.43 of the Alabama Code of 1975 prohibits write-in candidates in elections held under sections 1146.20 through 1146.73 of the Alabama Code of 1975 as amended, and whereas section 1146.26 of the Alabama Code of 1975 as amended provides that if only one person has filed a statement of candidacy or has been nominated for an office for an election to be held pursuant to sections 1146.20 through 1146.73 of the Alabama Code of 1975 as amended at the time of the deadline. At the time the deadline for qualification has passed, then such person shall, for all purposes, be deemed elected to such office, and the mayor or the chief or other chief executive officer shall not call the name of such person or the office for which his candidacy was declared to be printed on the ballot, but he shall immediately file a written statement within the governing body of the municipality, attested by the clerk, certifying the fact that only one person filed a statement of candidacy or was nominated for the office, proceeding the deadline set for an election of municipal officers of the municipality and setting forth the name of such person. Whereas section 114626 as amended provides that the governing body of the municipality, after receiving such statement, shall adopt a resolution declaring the position named in the statement duly elected to the office described in the statement, and shall issue a certificate of election to such person. And whereas the mayor of the city of Aliceville has filed a written statement with the governing body of the municipality, attested by the clerk, certifying the fact that only one person has filed a statement of candidacy for the office of council member District 1 prior to the deadline, and that the name of that person who filed such statement was Thomas Fitzgerald Wilkins. Now therefore be it resolved by the city of Aliceville that Thomas Fitzgerald Wilkins be and is hereby declared duly elected to the office of council member of District 11 in the city of Aliceville for a term commencing on the first Monday in November 2025. Be it further resolved that the mayor of the city of Aliceville and hereby is issue a certificate of election to Thomas Fitzgerald Wilkins for the office of council member District 1 for such term pursuant to the provisions of section 114625 as amended adopted this 25th day of June 2025. Signed, yours truly, attested by the city clerk. So with that being said, is there a motion to approve this resolution as required by the state of Alabama? There's a motion and a second to approve the resolution. Is there any discussion? No discussion. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Being the chair, the ayes have it, and the motion carries. So let's give Councilman Wilkins a congratulations. You are number one. Good job. All right, make the mic good. I should be better too. All right. This, do I need to read this from Thomas Wilkins?
You don't, y'all just all need to sign it.
Okay, all right. All right, do I need to, this certification is fine. I can see that, that's yours. All right, if there's no other new business, that we have that's listed as of right now. However, on, there's no new business listed as of right now. However, on our agenda, we do have, I do have one thing that I like to add. I know that today is the last 3 days, 4 days really have been kind of difficult. And I want to let, on behalf of the Aliceville Council and Mayor and all the citizens of Aliceville, extend our condolences to all the families, especially the family of the people's family who are going through a tragic moment at this time. He is a member of our community, and he's a resident of Aliceville, and so he's folks. And so we need to make sure that we wrap our arms of love around them as they go through this difficult time. And that's all I'll have as a statement on that. I do want to make sure that we reflect on their time and make sure that we keep them in our thoughts and keep them in our prayers. We now move to accounts payable. Council members, you got an opportunity to review your bills. Are there any questions about the bill that's presented to you? If not, I intend a motion to approve the bills that's presented. There's been a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
The motion and a second. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Any opposed? The chair, the ayes have it, and they do. Now we'll move on to all our department reports. Chief Jones. Just for the folks on TV, But they go ahead.
For Mayor Council, for the month of June, there were approximately 8 cases reported as of June 25, and we got 3 arrests out of those cases: harassment, assault, attempted to remove possession of marijuana, break it in a vehicle, dump the property, and go back to buying. So
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate that report. Any questions at this time? All right, if not, we'll move on to our street department. Mr. Prude. Mr. Prude is, working with, Mr. Prude and Mr. Hill, through our internship program. We're working with the youth individuals. We have about 5, is it 5 or 6?
6.
We have 6 individuals who are on an internship from the. We have 6 interns who are working with the city of Alexville. Also on today, we just hired our backup, our second sanitation driver. He started today, so we're excited to have him on board so that way we have some backup whenever people are out. And then also we're if it stays dry for 2 seconds, then we're gonna cut some more grass. So I know we got a lot of requests on grass, but at the end of the day, we're subject to the weather. So keep working with the guys. If you see some areas where we need to take care of, they are not robots. They are humans, but they will get out there and they'll do what they're supposed to do. If you do see somebody that's doing something they ain't supposed to do, that's with anybody. Feel free to let us know, and then we'll make sure we handle it. But I just want to applaud them because I know they've had some interesting days. Also, I want to thank Mr. Derek Jones. We rented a piece of equipment. I think it's due back on the 13th of next month. Is that correct? It's due back on the 13th. We cleaned out probably 70% of the ditches that we have. We ran into some problems that had problems. We ran into some issues where we may have to have some additional funding allocated to redo some culverts or blow out some lines. So council members, I'll make sure that you all are aware of that. But that's to increase the flow on the property and right of ways that are ours. If we do, it'll be an eminent domain situation where we're doing it not based on it's somebody's driveway, but because the flow of the water is coming through that area, and the majority of that area is a flow blockage. So that's the reason why we'll be doing that if we have to do that for anyone. So that's on our street. Is there anything else we have, sir? Yeah. All right, thank you for that report. Mr. Chief Jones, do you have anything for us at this time? Are we under a burn notice? No, that's what Councilman Wilder would ask us. He said he would ask us, are we under a burn notice? We are? Okay, all right. And we have that posted on our page that there is a no burn notice. So please, ma'am, please, sir, don't burn because we under no burn. Chamber of Commerce, don't think we have anybody from Chamber here. Is there anything that we have to report, Ms. Allen? I know you are rep for that. Okay. Parks and Rec. Take it away.
All right.
Come on up to the front. You don't do that. Come on up to
Good evening, everybody. At Parks and Rec, we started our summer learning program on Monday. We have 34 kids signed up. Every day, more and more have been added that signed up due to other programs that are going on right now. So we expect to see more kids on the 7th when we come back from the holiday break. Other than that, all of our drum cardio, our dance workout, and our West African dance classes are still going on, but they still will be closed this coming week, but we will resume on the 7th of July. If you have any questions, my contact information is listed on all the flyers, and I'm here to help. Thank you, that's all I have today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And this is just to give you some slight kudos. I know you don't want it, but I'm giving it to you. This is the first year that we've done summer programs in the summertime before. But this is the first year that we're doing a sustained summer program for about a month or so. And it seems like it's getting good numbers. We check the numbers every day or so. But we are giving them a snack. Don't say that too loud. But we are giving them a snack. And so that number has steadily increased to the number that she said. So with that being said, hopefully this will put us in line for some government funding to be able to get, grant to do this full time and not just have to cut it short for 3 days. So that's, kudos to you for getting that off the ground and making that, work really good. Museum, we have anything for the museum? Okay, all right, nothing on with the museum. At this time, do we have any public comments at this time? All right. If there are no public comments at this time, I'll start to my left, or to my right, Councilman, somebody got something? Okay. Councilman, Wilkes, what you got?
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, we're gonna be over at American Legion. If you're a veteran, they recruit right there, American Legion, Mr. Fraser, that passed along, we trying to keep it going. We got a lot of, we had, last meeting we had like 50 veterans. So, we were looking for you, Ms. Wild.
I'll be there.
Okay. Might go get the president. Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And we having a football camp next month in July. I'll let you know more about it.
July
So
19th.
it's free football. Yeah.
July 19th.
July 19th.
At the Army.
Yeah. That's it.
Councilman. Councilman. Again, like I said, I can't impress enough. Like I said, this is, this is the soapbox. I get to stand on it because I'm in the box. I really want us to be mindful of our surroundings and where we are at this time in our world, I guess. Because again, I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm an African American man. I represent everybody, but it hurts when you see stuff that's happening, especially when it hits home to athletes. So please, ma'am, please, sir, love on your people. Like I said, that's what I got to say about that for now. The last announcement that I have on there is that I've been in communication with our Chief Jones, to let him know, and we've been working on this probably for a few months, but we're ready to announce it at this time, that we have created a new board. I've created a new board that's called the Citizens Review Board. And so this Citizens Review Board will have members of the community that are selected, that will review incident reports, and give recommendations on what should happen in that particular incident. That's so that way there's some level of continuity, because there hasn't been that, not that that's been a problem, but it was brought up at the last council meeting, and I wanted to make sure to do some due diligence. We had already done some due diligence, but I wasn't gonna say it then. But the chief and I have already kind of talked about it, and we're going to make sure that the representation of people that are on that board is some people that have some even keel minds, that are policy driven, but also have a community face, and then that way we're able to do that. We haven't finalized all the members of the board. When the board is finalized, I'll make sure to present that in those names of those people once they confirm that they want to serve. But again, that's what the chief and I have been working on in response to hearing the concerns of the community and going. So with that being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. There's a motion, there's a second. All right, all those in favor, let me know. I say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?